trial is wild right now. Here's what's really going down. One of the accused actually snitched, saying Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother, had put out a $100,000 hit on Dolph. This had been something fans were speculating for years. Yo Gotti's can't possibly being involved in Dolph's murder, especially since Dolph and Gotti had beef for a long time. It all started with a past attempt on Dolph's life, which he famously mocked with his song 100 Shots. But it seems like Big Jook wasn't playing around this time. He allegedly took matters into his own hands and put out the hit that led to Dolph's death.
You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay this shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10%.
Big Jook even went online after Dolph was killed, mocking his death. But karma came quick when Jook himself got shot later on. To make it even crazier, the hitmen who carried out the murder were promised $40,000 each, but only got $800. Let that sink in. Young Dolph, a Memphis legend, got killed over $800. It's almost like if they had asked Dolph, he would have handed them that cash just to help them out. Now, as for Yo Gotti, he's been keeping quiet, and people are speculating it's because he knows things are closing in on him. Meanwhile, in court, Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, has been testifying. He's the one who drove the car that followed Dolph to Makita's Cookies, where Dolph was shot. His co-defendant Cornelius Smith allegedly jumped out of the car with a Draco and fired on Dolph, while Justin followed with a handgun. Dolph's autopsy revealed he was shot 22 times. What makes this even sadder is that Dolph's brother, Marcus, was with him when it all went down. The shooters were so focused on Dolph, they didn't even notice Marcus, giving him a chance to fire back. Marcus chased after them, shooting, and even grabbed another gun from Dolph's car to keep going. He ended up hitting both Justin and Cornelius as they tried to escape. As for Cornelius, he's turned into a cooperating witness and is testifying against Justin. His story is tragic. He lost his 9-year-old son a few months before the shooting and turned to drugs like ecstasy and oxycodone to cope. He was broke and desperate, and when he was promised money for the hit, he saw no other way out. In court, he admitted that he didn't even know who young Dolph was, and that the day of the murder was actually his daughter's birthday. Cornelius spilled the tea, claiming Big Jook put out the $100,000 bounty. Hernandez Govan, someone linked to CMG, played a key role in setting up the hit. Justin, who was hungry for fame in the rap game, thought that taking out Dolph would get him in good with CMG. Govan took advantage of Cornelius's addiction and used him as a pawn in the whole plan. The plan itself was cold-blooded. They knew Dolph would be in town for his annual turkey giveaway, where he handed out free turkeys to the community. Instead of respecting that, they saw it as the perfect moment to ambush him. After the murder, Justin reportedly FaceTimed Big Jook, using sign language to spell out Dolph's name, letting him know the job was done. Jook promised they'd meet soon, and that payments were on the way, but those payments never came. Cornelius testified that instead of the promised $40,000, he only got $800. Fast forward to January 2024, Big Jook was shot dead outside a restaurant. Videos of his lifeless body hit social media fast, with fans flooding the comments with young Dolph emojis. If Jook hadn't been killed, he probably would have faced charges in Dolph's case.
To do that for the court reporter is illegal. Mr. Johnson, you are actually charged in this case, is that correct?
In the aftermath, Justin's brother Jamarcus got hit with charges for helping him escape after the shooting. But Justin, Hernandez, and Cornelius are all looking at life sentences with the evidence piling up, especially with Cornelius flipping on them. Cornelius's testimony hit hard when he admitted that the day he helped kill Dolph was his daughter's birthday. He said he wanted to make it rain for her, but instead, he's going to prison for a promise that never came through.